Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Heavy Repping. My name is John Tron Davidson, and I'm here once again in our super secret, ultra super secret test location in the southwest of England. Today I'm going to be talking about this. Yes, that's absolutely right. It is this, a Jazz XL made from Agate, coming from Stone Age Picks, Matthew Halliday. Thank you very much, as ever. Now, I've had quite a few picks off of Matt, and I've done an interview with him recently, which you can read in the description below. But I thought, seeing as I've been spending a lot of time with these recently, that I would give you the full lambuna, as they used to say, and give this pick its own review. So, what we're going to do is we're going to run it through the stick and my pedal board and the WEM, and we're going to compare it in a slightly different way, because I realise that comparing a pick like this to the Dunlop 73 is a little bit arbitrary. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to compare it to this, which, as you'll notice, is a Jazz 3 XL. Now, the reason for that is because the Jazz 3 XL is the same size as this. You can see that if I just turn them around. There's no extra on either pick. They are absolutely identical in terms of dimensions, although the Jazz 3 is obviously made of nylon and this is made of stone, and it's 3mm thick. So there are bound to be differences. However, hopefully I will be able to capture them on my Zoom Q2N, which I use for all the filming. And I shall dive in and let you see what is the difference and why you should consider getting your tone from the stone. So why is it so good to have a stone pick? Well, I shall tell you. This pick, which is the Jazz 3, doesn't need any more info on it, but in case you are very, very new to guitar, these are made from nylon. They damp the string a little bit as you go in, which is part of the reason why guys who play at speed favour them so much. And also the tip in the bevel means you're getting right into the string. You can use it for rhythm work, you can use it for solo work, and you're always in control of the sound. However, I genuinely believe, having spent a lot of time with Matt's work, that these picks are the next evolution of that sort of thing. Now, obviously, that's quite a big statement, but the reason why I say that is not because there is anything wrong with any other pick that's made by any other company. The beauty of this is that when it comes to, in relation to the Jazz 3, especially the Jazz 3 XL, that although you get loads of control with the Jazz 3 because of that nylon slight damp at the front, you end up losing a little bit of top end because of that. And what I noticed when I was sitting down doing the test, when you're really A/Bing them, is that there's a slight dullness and a slight pocky sort of pock sort of quality to the Jazz 3 because it's made from nylon. Now, that is a good thing because it stops the note running away with you. And the beauty of that is that if you're playing at speed, that the notes don't get so far ahead. You don't hear the entire note from, beginning to end like this. If you were to let everything ring out, then you would never be able to play the passages at speed. Your legato would be hopeless. Everything would be, it would all be fumbling over each other. The beauty of this is that you get all of those things. You get the control, you get the depth, but you also get that breath in the front end that only comes from stone. Now, part of that is the bevel, which I will try and show in a photograph up here, that there's quite a lot of surface area on here, but because there's absolutely zero drag as you're going through the string, wound or otherwise, it means that you've got all this clarity, you've got all this note separation, and you've got extra top and bottom on the tone itself. If you were to sit down with these and have them in your hands, there's absolutely no way that you won't be able to, even if you have ears made of sand and cloth filled with other cloth. I rate these out the door. The grip on these is mad, and the thing that's so strange is that when you get a stone pick, when it's cold, it's like handling a sheet of ice. But then as soon as it's got any heat in it, it's like it's just going, and it's on your hand. That's it. And if you want to, I'll tell you something else actually. I'll tell you something else. With a lot of other picks, I tend to move them round in my hands a lot, when you're playing and it sort of rotates a bit. Once you get your grip on this, it's there, it's done. It's a done deal. So, if you want a pick that will last for most of time, will look as cool as this does amongst any of the other infinite permutations there are of agate, and will give you an enormous depth of tone, then go and check out Stone Age. So, I hope you've enjoyed this little review of the Stone Age picks Agate Jazz XL. If you would like to read more about them, I've left a link in the description below, and there's also an interview with Matthew Halliday, who makes them, in the description. So next week I'll be covering something else, and I shall see you then. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel because it genuinely does help Heavy Repping grow and become the channel that I would like to make for you guys. So in the meantime, my name is John Tron Davidson, this is Heavy Repping, and I shall see you soon. If you're not sure what to do, remember, rep hard, rep heavy.